Good evening and welcome to Dicesylvania.
Dicesylvania!
We are a bunch of lovable geeks who meet every Sunday to play Dungeons and Dragons and speak very beautiful vampire English.
Vampire English!
I am Count Borr, your DM for Eyceras, the place where enigmatic mysteries of the past reside deep within technologically advanced vaults. So, stick around to discover this real-time storytelling experience between myself and these lovable geeks who will quickly go introduce them.
Hi, I'm Rareș and I'll be playing Goba, a very spiritual goblin that is on a search for... he's not that spiritual, he just masquerades to be so.
Well, hi, I am Karla and I will be playing Whisper. You know the drill, they have a very long name, and they also have a murder dog that Goba doesn't like.
Sometimes murder bird.
Hi, I'm Ler, and I'll be playing Draven. I almost said hi, I'm Draven, I'll be playing Ler. A undead vampire. Who would have thought?
That's insane.
I know.
Hello, I'm Ionuț, and I will play Sildrin, a grouchy mercenary with powers that are mysterious, especially to himself.
Hi, I'm Karina. I'll be role-playing today as Sippy, an adorable halfling warlock who lives in symbiosis with the other character I'll be playing, Zolux, a spiritual earth elemental who lives in a tiny gem who possesses Sippy.
And I'm Rux. I'll be playing Shelly, the nice, thoughtful librarian who manages to make friends even in the strangest of circumstances.
Ooh.
Hoo-hoo.
Ooh.
Now, before we begin the show, we have a few announcements for our friends. And,
Let me.
Oh, the prop.
switching
What's happening?
characters.
No, it's not done.
Is this inappropriate?
I came unprepared.
That's...
It's your line.
No.
Oh, but it is.
Yep.
Okay, fine. Let's do it like that. We've been trudging through this goddamn desert for 3 days, and the oasis is nowhere in sight.
You know what? We've been passing the same cactus 3 times already.
That's it. I think I'm going crazy. I'm even starting to see things. Look!
Where? Oh, it's this box. You're not taking care of your old grandma very nicely.
I'm not sure. It looks like.
What is this? My hands are shaky.
Whoa, that was invigorating. What was it?
Oh, well, now that we know it's not poison, let's see what it is. It has a note over here. Distant travelers. Hold it. Distant travelers, luck is with you, for you found our health potion samples. We are Rolling Hills Craft, painters of minis, forgers of terrain pieces, and brewers of tiny potions. Come seek us at rollinghillscraft.com and we'll make your adventures come alive. And I can't read this part, I'm very old.
Well, look, there's something on the back too. Use the promo code Dicesylvania10 for 10% off each purchase. But no need to rush because the code will be available for 8 months! Whoa! So, talk about convenience. So maybe this is not a mirage I'm seeing in the distance.
Oh, dearie, it's a shop. I see it with my bad eyesight. It's a shop, and let's explore what's inside the Rolling Hills Craft.
Let's go, Grandma!
Oh, wait for me, I have a cane.
I'm already there!
I'm dead.
Oh, wow.
Exit.
Nice.
I forgot I was supposed to make a different accent, so I just rolled with it. Rolling Hillscraft.
Awesome. Wow. Who's next? I should get some popcorn for these. Really.
I'm sorry, were you talking to me? Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I was always wondering, what did the stormtroopers always miss their shots? Probably because they were shooting with one hand and with the other they were scrolling on elementalbeacon.com.
That makes sense.
Yep. Yep.
I've experienced it. Even stormtroopers have a life outside of the Imperial suit. You know. And elementalbeacon.com is a great place where they can find cool minis, adventurous maps, fancy t-shirts, accessories. I mean, I would miss and scroll. Anyway, I hope they did not miss our promo code of 10% off for every purchase available for the next 6 months.
And
Dabbing.
yeah,
Check the promo code.
yeah.
And
Cool.
see.
So, as always, if you're looking to spice up the music and ambience for your sessions, make sure to also check out Serenescape. And a kind reminder that if you do like our content, please make sure subscribing to our Twitch. And also following us on YouTube, and if you're feeling extra spicy, just know that we would appreciate each like and comment, and we're always checking them out, excited to see what you guys tell us. So, with that, if you guys are ready, we will jump into the next Dicesylvania's next adventure in Eyceras.
You guys are nuts.
Making waves.
Green sleeves
tonight. Oh my jungle, oh my jungle. Children sleeps tonight. Oh my
Children!
Somebody put that cat out of misery.
Alright, we got it out of the system. We're good, right? That's what you think.
We're just getting started.
Right. So, we will start the episode with a quick recap on what happened previously. And
My
we
favorite
do-
part.
Yeah.
The recap.
And we do see the group of adventurers who decided to help the Earth Genasi tribe dealing with the Earth Elemental threat, and as such they've descended even deeper within the Morenza mountain until they reached a very awe-inspiring, very technologically advanced vault from who know when or made by who. And as they've started traversing, they've at some point, alongside with some of the Earth Genasi folk, they came at a crossroads at which they decided to split in order to cover more area. And the path that the adventurers took lead them to a circular room which activated a sort of a quite deadly trap. But yeah, slowly and steadily they managed to deactivate all of the hazards around, and revealing in the middle a sort of elevator that descended them even further down this vault in search of new, more interesting, awe-inspiring things. And at the end of your descent, now you again find yourself like the opening in front of you seems to have the similar type of environment, though compared to the one above, this is even more grand in scale, as in like the ceiling it's higher, and the amount of intricate flow of bluish stream of magic on the walls, they're even more in dense or more in number, and some of even the floor patterns here, they have these hexagonal patterns that at some points are uneven, but either way, this long corridor just extends further, and to a point where, again, you don't see the end of it. It's just a long corridor, but way more spacious and grandiose.
Does this mean that we're officially switching from a square-based grids to hexagonal ones?
Good idea, but
they do diagonals properly?
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, you all from the previous just encounter, you all feel a bit battered and exhausted, but nonetheless, the majesty of this weird place still fills you with an awe and sense of exploration and admiration for this what seems otherworldly place. What do you do?
I'm curious about something. Can I deduce how much time has passed knowing that my staff of Irix glows at dawn and at dusk?
Okay. Right now, actually, because roll me an intelligence check.
Ooh.
To see how
not
close,
one of my strong points.
To see how close you are to the real numbers.
It's an 11.
It's an 11. Okay. Well,
Goblin math.
Yeah.
You
You
put
do-
these together.
I do realize that you had the last long rest you had overnight, so to say, was right at the entrance of the vault, and since then you have journeyed around here for about 3 hours or so. So you gather that it would be somewhere around 11, 12. You're around there. You're not sure. Maybe 1. In the afternoon.
Oh, would you look at that? It's happy hour! I take a shot of fermented goat milk.
What is happy hour?
Oh, I'm happy at this hour because it's about drinking. Would you like some?
Should I be the drinking?
Did you bring your own?
My own what? Just some cheers and drink. Cheers.
Did someone say cheese?
It was cheers. Didn't you hear me?
Who's cheese?
Silo in the back says, You know what? I would also like to have a drink, Gob. I mean, I know it's not okay, but it makes me feel the tingling.
Oh, since when did Xaro got get cool and all?
I mean, I tried it already. I just don't like you when you do it in excess.
I like drugs.
What's
Baba.
excess about this? It's happy hour. It's in the name, every hour.
Do you do it in other letters as well?
In other words,
Letters. She said you're doing it in excess.
Are you trying to
It's
steal my
excess.
job?
I will go pray for your souls.
I don't have a soul.
says the priestess while handing back the mug of fermented goat milk.
Alright.
We miss you, Alex.
You proceed onwards. Anything else?
I would like to investigate.
Okay.
Because it's probably something Shelly hasn't seen before, and
Right.
he is curious of nature. So he
Yeah.
would snoop around slightly carefully, though, not to set any traps. I mean, I will also be looking for,
Yeah.
for traps.
I would like to help if I can. Search for whatever.
Sure.
That you're looking
roll.
for.
If
I'm not
every-
looking for anything
Roll with,
important.
with advantage. You have more than me, right, on investigation.
No meta.
I mean,
If everyone starts investigating, CP will start snooping as well because, you know, awkward silence, awkward moment. Okay, I'm gonna look also.
Not a precise this sound.
So, with advantage.
Of sipping.
A 19 and a natural 20.
Oh, damn,
you didn't
girl!
help after all.
All right.
so- Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What's this?
Then she finds
Okay.
a box of endlessness. What's that? I don't know.
Endless drinking.
And next to it, the bag of endless gold.
The bottomless ale, guys.
Right. So, yeah, we have a natural 20. Nice.
Here's your prize.
Nothing!
No.
Bam, bam,
Because I do recall while the space in itself it's quite empty, like nothing out of to capture quite your attention. There is still something interesting that you discover. That just going a bit more down the path, you do discover that you don't know from when or how, but there seems to be in the floor structure where the hexagonal patterns are, there seems to have been some sort of an eruption of sorts, like it's cracked and it's split in a bit. Looking a bit further down, you do see that it continues with this metallic sort of structure, but also around this, you do spot that there would be some sort of very old blood marks. They're very dried up, but with your natural 20, and they're not many. Like it's not a pool or something, but just small driplets around this, and. Yeah, that's about it that you discern. Somewhere, again, the space it's quite large compared to the corridor above, but it's somewhere on the side, so it's, and you spot this. And other than that, you also do spot that now and then there are very quite smallish. They look like spiders, but not just any type of spiders, because again with an unusual 20 you squint really hard. They don't seem to be harmful, but they seem again to be sort of metallic, and even on the surface, as they move their tiny feet, they leave this like metal on metal tingling, like that. They're small, a few here and there, but these smaller metallic spiders that are over there, and at some point they even go inside the small crevices that are also the bluish stream of energy flowing through.
do we still see the two pyramids that were one normal and the other upside down? Like the
Yeah,
North Star.
yeah. That you saw only during the descent because it was glass all around you. And yeah, you saw this scenery just in front of you while you were descending, but now you are way below. So, yeah.
Do the spiders seem affected when they enter the blue stream?
No.
They do not dissolve or anything? They go with the flow? Or?
I mean, they just go between those cracks and they just vanish.
Okay.
Maybe they're home.
I'm afraid that I figured out your next boss. The small spiders will join in Power Ranger style into a big mecha spider.
Actually,
Or a web.
if you were to think of Larry Hotter lore, it will take you to a giant spider that will try to kill you.
Either way, giant spider.
Mechanical.
A mechanical giant.
I have a different proposition. Are they like sort of spider bots that are fixing the things?
The spider what? The
Spider bots, like
Bots.
like nanobots, but made of spiders that are fixing.
Who knows? You don't know anything about this place, its origins, whatever they could be. That you don't know. Like, it's up to your imagination on what they would be, because nobody else documented this, or there's any.
I want to get one with Mage Hand.
You don't see it.
Yeah, and there were just a few of them that Shelly
so
spotted. Yeah.
So since she spotted, we don't start seeing them all.
No, they're not all over. There were just probably two of them that just
cut her.
appeared for a little bit and just moved them.
For example, I rolled a 7, and I'll be investigating behind the shell. I can't see anything from this huge shell. Oh, look, a rock.
Yeah.
Hey, Draven.
Yeah.
Since you're there helping me. I think this is blood.
One is. Why did you ask me?
I don't know. I know
Do you
do
think
the
I go and
sucky
lick
thing.
the blood off the floor?
Well, if you want, I can try picking it up. We can put a bit of water to dilute it because it's pretty dry now. But maybe you can find out something.
You know what? Because you're adorable in your, well,
I tilt my head like
high
a puppy.
intelligence, I will do that. So I'll take a flask of water and I will basically joke around, because I know that that blood won't taste like anything and it won't do
Yeah, it's
nothing.
way past.
So I'll just drink it.
Yeah.
Oh my, I see a city built thousands of years ago. Spiders everywhere. And a big one. It's down there, I think.
Oh,
That's what she said.
My God.
I don't think I can fit down there.
But Gopa can.
Oh, if we shove him hard enough.
Maybe there's goat milk there, so who knows?
Oh, we can trickle a bit of goat milk and say that that's
have
where it
a-
comes from.
Barrel of it.
May I roll a stealth check versus their passive perception?
To get close to them. And,
I want to choose to roleplay it if it succeeds.
okay, sure then. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got you guys, no problem. Let me just confirm it.
It's a 1.
No,
Really?
it's not.
No.
It's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
So as you two are having this conversation, at some point, Gobo who's saying in between you, is somebody saying goat milk?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think down there. I mean,
think that's blue.
don't you smell it?
I can smell goat milk 3 miles away, and this ain't it. It's dried up blood.
No, not the blood around it. The goat milk from within the hole, for lack of better words.
We're spiders too.
Maybe.
The spiders. Can I see the spiders?
I mean, if you stay long enough, at some point after 5 minutes, you need to wait for quite a little bit. But another one would pop just for a brief second, and You're trying to pick it?
With mage hand.
Okay. Roll a. This would be, I think, acrobatics, because it's more about dexterity and being able to pick it, because it's a very small window and it moves quite fast, you know. And it's a.
No.
Does
Yeah,
his hand
you-
get stuck there?
No, it's a mage. But yeah, no, it just appears for a little bit, but then skitters off and disappears, leaving out the.
I'll never get a pet.
I can pet you.
Or you can pet me. Slabung so obvious.
Go again. Gets a bit grayish. Like you know that grayish is when a goblin, which is normally green, blushes with red, it becomes gray. Colors.
What is petting?
It's when you do this to small animals or people. Not small people.
When it's people, it's called caressing.
It's
but
not the first time this happens.
Okay. Now what?
You stick your tongue on nothing. No, it's not.
In his
Oh, I
ear.
think I see some more goat milk that way.
Excuse me? What?
It was a joke. You didn't have to
I don't
lick.
Why is the sippy the squinting? What does
Jealousy.
this mean?
Jealousy.
What is the jealousy?
She thinks you like Goba.
I mean, he's okay.
You heard that, bitch?
I like Goba too. Like,
Everyone likes Goba.
well,
I
sometimes.
don't really.
Oh, I think
Yes.
you like me the most since you was the one who kissed me.
I just wanted to know how you taste. So
He has a fair point.
For later.
I never had goblin for breakfast. Actually,
Oh, I never had asshole for breakfast either, but
well, I had
here
it
you
was
stand.
delicious.
Sildren is staying far out of this conversation. He has his great sword stuck in earth, and he's just looking at his own reflection in the
blade.
No, I'm not getting into that.
Mulan style.
I like
Nice.
my own asshole.
Right,
Right.
proceeding onwards.
Right.
Right. You got a bit of Goba accent on your tongue.
Right.
Maybe with some good milk, it faces off.
Okay. It's cleaned up.
Yeah. Cool. So, moving onwards for another 20 minutes or so. During this time, you, I'll say, you, Shelley, get a message in your head that you do recognize the voice as that of Cobble, and they say the place came alive. We were ambushed by some earth elementals. We were thinking on heading your way. Our path is blocked. What's your status?
Do I see any rocks on the ground?
Not really. This lower level, like above, there was this blend of a bit more natural cavern with this environment, but down here it's purely just this environment. So
Okay.
not.
So
really.
I put my ear on the wall, the nearest wall. Cobble, is that you? Can you hear me? Guys, I think they were ambushed. What's the status? So this is what you sent back? This is what I said to you guys, because I can't send.
But
you
yeah, you can
you
reply.
can.
And yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
It's the first thing that you reply theoretically.
You wouldn't know how this spell works,
No,
so
I
it would make
wouldn't.
sense.
Oh my god, I love this so much!
Do I only get one reply?
Cobble! What?
Why do you say this.
I heard a voice, I think it was Cobble, who said they were ambushed and they were thinking about coming downstairs.
Does
How
Kabul
do we-
reply? Or
Well, hearing that, there is just a small pause in which I guess Cobble is trying to buffer like what just happened.
Wrong party member.
I love this so much.
Right. You get another reply saying, well, as I said, the place came alive and we can't proceed onwards. We already lost some of our people. We were thinking of heading your way, but what's on your path? What did you discover, basically?
I think he wants me to talk to him. This place is empty. Just some spiders. Take the what's that? Is that a boat that travels like in the ground?
yeah.
Yes, if it holds me, it will hold you.
The message ended quite
Yeah.
a
While ago.
previously
That's
a while
a-
ago. But yeah. Well, we will try to get to you as fast as possible. On our end, we can't proceed anymore. Hopefully, with you, we can find more, and that's the end.
Okay,
That
so I
you-
can't reply to him.
You could reply again.
Okay, we'll leave tracks. Does anybody have some bread? And that's it.
Yeah.
Free spell slots, man!
Cobble, it's face palming so
They are
hard.
level
right now.
3 if I'm not mistaken, so... Oh no! They are so dead.
Is Zolux happy?
So, who was that? Cobble? Who's still alive?
He is.
Oh,
He was
such
quite-
a soul.
He was quite chatty. I enjoyed talking to him.
Is gravely injured, maybe?
No, I don't think so.
I would hope so.
I'm sorry. Your meme is showing.
It's okay. It was always there. It's a birthmark.
Right. So
Okay.
while this happens, you continue walking, and after another 15-20 minutes, you actually reach a quite large circular door that it's open, and looking further up ahead. Again, the place is illuminated a little bit by the bluish energy stream flowing, and you do spot in the distance some silhouettes of some humanoid figures. They're a bit further in the distance, and you do see that this room it's again quite large in size and circular again. Seeming to have two other exits, but in the center of this large circular door, in the distance, you see silhouettes of some humanoid figures that seem to be also kneeling.
Both of them or only one of them?
In total, actually, you know what? You can roll me perceptions at this point
Aha.
to see details.
Training my life for this, Karla.
Oh, 19.
16.
Of total of a 22.
16.
Actually.
4.
13.
Well, those who got above 12.
Exactly.
That's Whisper's modifier.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So, those who got above 12 do spot that these silhouettes don't appear to be moving. They're standing still. It's 6 of them in number. And Also, around here, around this place, there seems to be a long abandoned camp place of sorts. But now that you do see that the silhouettes are standing still, you take careful steps, and those who even roll higher, even from this distance, you do spot that this six-figure seems to be a sort of husk version of Dragonborns.
Holy
So they still have that silhouette with the elongated snout and like scaly and such, but their entire skin, it's now metallic, like the ones that you saw previously on the husks. And like while they're kneeling, they seem to be in an almost martyr pose of sorts, and like having their hands on what seems to be an alien sort of pillar that has a globe in the center, and they all have their hands placed on that globe.
With our perception, can we deduce if they are sort of petrified, if they're turned to stone, if they're sleeping, if they're statues?
Well, from this distance, again, they don't seem to be moving. But also, what's different than the husks? You did saw that the husks they were having like sort of this again bluish energy stream flowing through their body, sort of like the veins of sorts. They were this energy stream, but these guys don't seem to have that. Like they're metallic and they have that. Husk form to them, but they don't have the bluish line through them. But another detail that you would pick up is that beneath them, where they were sitting in this pattern of sorts, it seems to be interconnected one with another, forming a bluish stream beneath them of basically the wireframe of icosahedron, like the D20. It's just the frame around it, beneath them, leading up to a beam, one of them leading to what seems to be another exit of this room, another huge circular door that's open.
The beam.
Like from the floor beneath them forms like this wireframe, and from sort of like the middle, there's another stream on the floor that leads towards this opened huge door.
Stream made of? Stream made of?
Of the same bluish
so it's liquid.
Yeah.
Looks like sort of a mix of sort of a liquid and a gas of sorts. Like
Is
it's
it plasma?
flowing. A bit, sort of like, yeah, like it's the same energy stream you've been seeing. Like it's not quite liquid, but it's not gas either. It's
It's flowing, or is it encased?
It's flowing, and where the open door was, like on the side, like how do you call the edges of it?
Frame.
Yeah, seems to be also lit up. Okay. Like roll me all of you an investigation check.
Question: is the frame of the icosahedron 3D or 2D? Is it like
2D.
a projection of
2D.
the icosahedron?
Yeah.
Well, what investigation?
Yeah.
9.
12.
Dirty 20.
16.
I'm
Okay.
rolling one today.
So, those of you who rolled above 14 would gather that maybe what they did here was some sort of a ritual or something to open that door. But,
And they died.
looks like,
So that door is closed.
no, it's open.
Just a parenthesis,
Yeah.
lore-wise, or maybe for the guys at home. What's a husk?
Oh, okay, good point. Basically, husks are these biomechanical almost abominations, which seems like the first encounter you've had seem to be made or transformed by some sort of unknown magic into, sort of like zombies, but also mechanical.
Mechanical zombies.
Mechanical zombies, let's call them, yeah.
Okay, well,
But, sorry, because you rolled a 20. Good. Shelly, MVP. You do spot they also had some sort of robes over them. Like, their skin, yeah, it's now metallic, but the robes still kept their material and everything. And you do spot that on their capes and on their robes, all of them had a symbol that I guess at this point you would all be familiar with. It's the one you saw in Sipi's dream that the Scarlet Oppressor had. The same pattern with triangles within triangles forming this sort of weird geometrical pattern. They all carry it. And also, on one of them, in a like investigating them, Shelley, you do spot that on one of these martyrs, one of them was carrying a sort of note in a pocket under his robe.
How close are we to them?
I mean, because you are investigating this place, so you're quite close to them. And also, yeah, this campfire, because I said that there was also a campfire, seems to be long abandoned, like just a few remnants of some junk scattered around, and what seemed to have been a makeshift campfire somewhere, but long decayed and whatnot. But yeah.
Would all I see right now, would this make me kinda guess that this might be the point Helios that they were talking about in the letter?
Helio.
Helio. I thought it was Helios.
Perhaps it's an assumption. You're not quite sure.
We
It
don't have
could
enough
be,
evidence,
or it
but-
couldn't.
But it's probable.
It's yeah, because again, based on the initial clues and leads you had, there were more indications of what the place is or not. So again, it's up to interpretation. It could be, it could not.
Could we do a recap on what point Helio was?
I'm fuzzy about that as
Yeah.
well.
All right.
Yeah.
So point Helio was mentioned in a letter you guys found when encountering the Dragonborns for the first time, and it was basically saying. Along the lines, I need to check it to make sure I'm
We have it
also
somewhere.
on the point.
Somewhere.
Maybe it's with Alex?
Wait. I have it all. Really point.
Yeah, fine.
The accurate letter with
The accurate
burn
letter.
marks!
Yeah.
Aha!
Who wants to read it? You, because you made the
Yeah,
connection.
go for it.
Hail to the practice of design, brothers! I bring urgent news. The Scarlet Oppressor, underlined, must haste his plans, and as such you must hurry and finish assembling the husks. Once under your control, bring them to Rally Point Helio in the time.
In 1 week's time.
1 week's time. Make sure to burn all evidence, including this letter, and destroy the evolution chamber according to Master Kill.
He had one job, you know?
Something. Yeah. Instructions, Lord Commander Donar. So yeah, I will relay this message to the group. So this might be Point Helio.
This is probably how they gathered the husks.
And I think that if we do damage to these statues, husks, the door might close. Because I think that the door must need husks, eat them to open.
I
the
think
place.
so too. It's a sacrifice.
So,
Magic number 6.
so maybe the door was opened recently. I mean, we don't know how long do they last.
Are we sure these guys ain't gonna just wake up and attack us? We must conduct some experiments. I pull up a stick.
Oh, please do not. No.
I mean,
Wait. They're not
But-
attacking us.
But I wasn't gonna attack them. I am a scholar, you know. I
Popa,
want
you're nothing, says Silo in the back. Yes, let him sleep. We go investigate you. I will take the Popok, I swear. I mean, I know I said I wouldn't, but you don't listen.
You promised.
Come here, Popa. Come.
Yeah.
Tell me about your goddess. Would you like
I saw what you did. You wanted to trick me.
how they are best friends and cousins and.
I'll tell you right about it after I stick this stick in its nose to see if it's tingling and if it's gonna wake up and attack
I don't
us.
think they would like that.
Before you do that,
Yeah.
I think even though this is a camp, we might not need to camp here. Because if they come alive,
Oh.
That's what the stick is for. Testing.
yeah, it will help.
Science approach.
Does
He's
it?
just like.
Okay.
You want to say something?
No, I want to do something.
Okay.
I will magically cast Mage Hand, grab the other edge of the stick and break it in two. Then vanish.
Oh, I now have 2 sticks.
Wow.
Yeah, but they are short. What can you do with two short
So is
sticks?
he.
What can you do with? Oh no.
A very long one?
I didn't know.
I'm adorable.
The thing is, I assumed I didn't ask. I'm sorry, because when I told you that you also find a note on one
That's
of the
what I was
roads.
about to say. As they were going on about
Yeah.
the
Helio.
sticks, I would just gently try to like.
Yeah. Like,
There are 6 robes, right? Robed husks.
yeah.
Okay.
It says something quite interesting.
Do not remove. I like wood.
Are you throwing us a letter?
No, unfortunately.
Bedurs. Disappointed.
Question. Quick question. Until you read that, can I grab all the robes?
Sure. Also, first of all, it's in Draconic.
I know Draconic.
Fortunate.
It's Shelly's episode.
So, it says the following. A surge of anticipation mingled with trepidation courses through my veins as I contemplate the monumental task set before me. The weight of this calling bestowed upon me by none other than the illustrious Baghul Belcrix is an honor of unparalleled magnitude. In this moment, I stand at the precipice of destiny, unsure whether to embrace the surging excitement or succumb to the creeping tendrils of fear. Within the depths of my being, my fervent yearning takes root. A desire to transcend the limitations of my current state and ascend to the lofty heights of enlightenment as promised by the illustrious Belcrix. It is through this sacred endeavor that I hope to unlock the secrets that will lead us to the next stage of our evolution. For within the sacred knowledge lies the power to avert the impending cataclysm that looms on the cosmic horizon, a monumentous event that threatens to shatter the very fabric of our existence. And to partake in such a divine quest to shape the destiny of our world would be the crowning achievement of my lifetime. Every inch of my being resonates with the fervent desire to contribute to the grand tapestry of the universe. My will becomes an unwavering force, my dedication an unwavering commitment, all aimed at resurrecting our ancient machine god and breathing life into the grand design that underpins the cosmos itself. With each step I take, I carry the hopes and dreams of countless souls who yearn for salvation, who yearn to witness the celestial machinery of existence restored to its former glory. It is not merely a personal ambition that propels me forward, but a profound sense of duty to a higher purpose. In the face of uncertainty, I find solace in knowing that I am but a cog in the intricate machinery of destiny. Guided by the wisdom and teachings of the great Baghul Belcrix, I embark upon this journey, armed with unwavering determination and an unwavering faith. May the cosmos bear witness to my unwavering resolve as I march even closer to the fulfillment of my divine purpose, to the realization of a destiny intertwined with the heartbeat of the universe itself. I shall repeat this mantra with fervor until it becomes part of me. And then there is a small piece that seems to be like a small poem of sorts saying, an angular view, not quite hard to break through, the square of a square, complete, not quite aware. Encircled at the edge of symmetry, we cradle in the sacred geometry.
Does it have a name? Anything on it? Or
Do you write this? Do you read it to us?
I read it in silence because it takes me a while to read. There are maybe some big words for Shelley. But I say, hey guys, I think they're talking about ending the world, but they need the cataclysm.
Can I? Would you give me?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. And I'll read it aloud. Like
You know the Draconic?
Fuck me.
Okay.
Okay.
Here,
and
whisper.
you-
Sorry,
You know
sorry
that-
about that.
Yes, I have made friends with the dragon I have told you about. Its name was Dendrian. Do you know the story? Let me tell you the story.
Nice.
I like stories.
And they proceed telling the story, and then
Okay, I forgot.
and then they
Yeah.
I take a long while to read this.
A bit,
A long while to read this.
Can we take a short rest while they do so?
Or a long one, because maybe you're going to fall asleep.
I mean, up to you if you want to proceed onwards, rest, long rest, short rest.
Sildrin is leaning on his sword. I'm good, I can keep going.
You are the lying. I have the spotted.
He's the lion.
I would vote to not sleep here,
Okay.
because
Oh, I sleep in my shell.
yes, thank you so much. We'll do that some other time, not now. I have a bad back, so I'll.
You want to sleep in Shelly's shell?
Yes.
That sounds very nice. Can I sleep as well in Shelly's session?
Yes.
Okay, back to the point of the letter. What I do understand, and it is the important, is that they are trying to do the resurrection on an ancient machine god.
Celestial machinery of existence.
And they have this mantra that I assume are making them husks.
But,
I feel that is a riddle.
Or this is the chamber of evolution, and this is where tasks are made.
Maybe they are just steps to be followed.
We just investigated and brought to justice and to be investigated the chamber of evolution. You know, the lid only, because it was super heavy.
Yeah, but maybe there are others. Maybe that's not really the chamber of evolution.
We know how it looks.
am I just the only one who thinks that maybe we should reevaluate because they made a valid point over there?
That's the sarcophagus is not really a chamber, so it's not the definition of a chamber. So maybe this is the chamber.
I'm just saying that it seems like these guys are trying to prevent an horrible cataclysm, similar to the ones you was predicating about, Whisper.
No, I think they want to bring the cataclysm to us.
Honestly, it just sounds like, sort of like, you know what it sounds? It sounds like you and Krepak and Xylo and Toko, or Irix, a little bit.
What do you mean by that
In the
specifically?
sense that they have this sort of mission. Now, I do believe in the gods. Do not get me the wrong, but they have this sort of the mission, you know, to follow, and this crave for being part of something greater. And they just want their god to, you know, walk this earth and level up. And they said something about, forget me of quoting the wrong, next stage of our evolution. They have died here for the mission of their god. How is this the different?
Well, you know, it's Eric's other gods. End of period.
Subu! What? You scared me. Now's the time, is the intervention. Tell Goba how you feel about Urux. Stop putting me on the spotlight, man! We think you talk too much about Eric. There, I said it. Hi, me.
I think you talk too little about Eric's. So, how about you take a seat and let's discuss what kinds of problems you all have.
Okay.
So we're taking a rest, right? Sorry.
No,
Here?
I don't think we should take a rest.
Maybe behind the door.
Okay.
And we close it. So we never exit again.
Was that supposed to be like that?
I break character. It was
Exit again!
Let's not do that. The Ergenasi might want to follow us in.
Yes.
Should we wait for them?
Let's make a trap while waiting for them.
No.
No, that would be wrong. That would be.
A small trap.
What is wrong with you, Draven?
I'm not talking to you, Mom.
I am not Mama, I am Xylo.
Yeah, but you're acting like my mom.
That means you had a very capable
Heartful,
mom.
bitchy mom? Yeah. No, not really. I love your mom. Not you.
Do you want me to take the papug out?
I'm dead, I can't
Let's
be
just stop
hurt.
hanging around here. It's full of bad omens. She takes off the agiasma and starts spraying everything.
Yeah.
Like let's just go. You know, Goba. Let's just. She's like shoving Goba with one hand.
Do I manage to stick the stick up the
nose?
nose so that
It's too short now.
huh? With mage hand.
Duh, I mean,
Let's go.
sure, if nobody stops you, then you can find a moment to just pick it up its nose.
Blah, 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 blah.
I imagine like everyone freezes as this happens.
Yeah. Nothing.
Ew.
See, I told you, this is scientifics.
What's science?
This is science.
Oh, okay.
So it's clear right now that Day is not alive anymore. See, if you stick the sticks up its nose, and then it comes up the eye, and you know it scrambles brains. I've seen this in my tribe, so I know what I'm speaking about. See, it would have
If
reacted.
they would have come to life,
They would have gone
and
like
if they
a
would
chew.
have put the stick inside your nose, you would have be scared, right?
No, I can cast invisibility.
My cousin used to stick things up his nose. I didn't know I should consider him a scientist. I hold him in high regard now.
That's the difference. If you stick things up your own nose, you're an idiot. If you do it to others, you're a scientist.
Well, practice on yourself first, maybe. If you don't have other people to practice on.
That doesn't make sense. It's like me practicing killing myself first.
Oh my god, that went so dark. Oh my
Why would
god.
you want to kill yourself? Or
Well-
others for that matter.
As opposed to these husks, to these believers, I don't believe in a higher power or in the afterlife.
How about the
Haha.
lower power?
They believe that they will live. You don't live after you die.
How do you know?
Well,
Have you ever died? See, Draven died once
Hello.
and now he lives. Ish.
But you are unlucky and you're still here. They believe they would go to a better place.
Oh no,
which
that's
they
bullshit.
didn't. Yeah. I come from a few generations of fighters,
Okay.
and we train to kill
That is so sad. So did we.
when we need to. We're not murderers, I think. Anyway, so a few generations from my family have been in this mercenary brotherhood that I told you about,
Sounds
that
like a
nobody
boring
wanted
life.
to enter. And we know a thing or two about zealots.
Who's Demon? Papa Denim? Grandfather Denim, I mean.
Yes, well, he's something that I admire. He's someone that I admire because he gave up that life. He's now wise. I'm not even sure how that is possible.
That sounds like a more peaceful life. I like him. Can we meet him? Does he tell stories? Is he still alive?
Yes.
That's what I wanted to check, actually.
He is alive.
Okay.
Didn't you read my background?
Didn't you
Okay,
go over
I wasn't
the
sure
diagram?
which one was. Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool.
You have a background? You have a frontground?
We have a
Family tree.
family tree.
Okay.
It's
That's
on our
the middle
Instagram.
ground.
Check it. It's on our Instagram. Check it out. You go, sorry.
Oh, this was super heavy. About the killing yourself first and the dying. I love it. We should talk like this more.
I'll go check that flowing bluish thing.
Okay, bye.
And I would like to go check that flowing bluish thing.
The one on the floor. That's
Yes.
okay.
So you said it's not encased, therefore
You can lick it.
No, it is in case. It's like the same as it was on the walls and such. Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's just the pattern itself that's different than.
So you can see kind of like veins, but you can't touch the bluish liquid.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
Because if you remember, Gobat tried to lick it, and it was stingy, like it's like batteries, like freaking batteries.
never mind.
Superpowers.
Also, I have these robes that I've stole from the husks. If you want, we can dress in them and go inside the tunnel.
Okay.
But
First of all, wow, you were super quick when taking clothes off.
my wife used to say that to me.
That's it.
Too soon, man.
I know! 2 months of my life.
2 months? You were married for 2 months?
I'm dead for 2 months.
Oh, okay.
And maybe. I don't remember. And 2.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. My idea was because you're little. Could you
Stack?
stack and become one not adorable
I
size.
call tops. You are bottoms.
Bottom.
I'm actually curious mechanics-wise. Do you have disguise self?
We have robes.
Yeah, but come on.
Yeah, I know.
Like with disguise self, we could actually disguise self as the top and bottom halves of this.
The goblins in the trench coat.
Don't you have this? No, you don't.
Disguise self? I do have.
Oh,
Switch.
so switch.
You want me to be the bottom? Okay.
Here you go.
No, but we're gonna have short hands.
It's okay.
You just poke a hole through the rope where where your palm is supposed to be, and you stick it out through the trench coat.
Like this. Like a T-Rex.
We can be a T-Rex goblin.
All of the husks' bodies were dragonborn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I tried to put it over my shell and it cracks on the side.
Yeah, but we shouldn't wear them right now because when the third Genasi come, they maybe will attack us.
Oh, I don't know if we're that convincing, to be honest.
I tried taking it off and I get stuck inside. Can somebody help me?
I will help you.
Okay.
Taking off.
Nice.
Silos is in the back. Mine, it's a little short. You can see my full legs. And somehow it covers just the upper side of the buttocks, and then you see two branching legs, white as a
Death!
Silo, haba, showing all kinds of ankle.
Thank you. Mother help me.
Well, I hope so.
So, what's the plan, guys?
How are we going?
It's easy, we go deeper or we stay here.
I think a few of you wanted to rest.
But not the here.
You're not here.
Okay.
Yes,
Maybe outside.
finding
Maybe
a
the
place.
outside.
Like, I don't know, 100 feet outside of this.
I don't know. The people who wanted to rest should say.
What would you say if you were to rest?
Oh, if I wanted to rest. Well, we need to find a place where we have a bit more cover. So here we don't have. Let's just see what's beyond the door and leave this as intact as possible. And then I look at Draven with the robes in hand. And yeah, that's what I would do.
I say we follow the man. Right?
Yes,
Lead the way,
yes.
Chief.
Do you know how to put clothes on?
Yeah.
Chop. We don't have all day.
Oh, but he has a plan with them. Oh,
You said
And I'll
that.
turn myself into a dragonborn.
Sure.
so we put the robes on ourselves.
I meant back on the dragon bones, but I see that you insist with your
Well, why would we put him on the... Oh, okay.
I put my robe on Sildren's back and say, I got you covered.
Yes, you do. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, so looking beyond this open door, not much changes from the previous corridor you were in. It's another long corridor that who knows how long it will take to reach something else interesting, so to say. But other than that, is the same mysterious technologically environment that continues down the grand corridor. You keep on going?
Yep.
Yes.
Are there still spiders on the way? I don't want to get one. I'm just curious to see if they're intensifying or anything. I'm not tricking you.
He's crossing his toes definitely.
Roll me a perception check.
10.
With help, because Shelly has seen them and he wants to help.
Alright.
Okay, 3. No, it's a 16.
16. You do spot here and there again a few movements on the walls, but that's about it. Like they didn't seem to increase in number or decrease, just very few and rare here and there.
So, just to be sure, we did not find a place where we can rest that has a bit of cover.
Not really.
Okay.
That's the only thing that...
Are there panels on the corridors, like ones we could remove?
It would be impossible. I mean, not impossible. You could try, but you gather that it will be quite hard. If you really want to take a panel off.
We got a DM hint.
Okay.
Let's
Are they
move on.
screwed in? Like,
You don't see any screws, like they're just...
Guys,
screw them.
let me go ahead and scout. And they start bolting.
Oh, in this case, I need to tell you what you see.
This will take a while.
Oh, I
After,
message whisper.
after.
I message whisper. Oh, whisper. What does your air eyes see?
They see everything.
I think it's the last time we will see her. Bye.
What's wrong with my plan?
Can I roll a perception for whisper?
Nothing.
For stealing rolls from players.
I'm asking Zolux, I'm asking Zolux, not CP. What's wrong with my plan? Why are you so mean right now?
Cause I'm always mean. It's my personality.
It's a good plan. Do you have any other idea?
Yes. We're here for the Ergenasu to come back and stop chopping.
An actual good plan that would not mean that we attack them and then we are attacked by whatever it's here.
There's nothing here. Nothing will attack us.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It is at that time when you say that there is a small resonance and vibrations all towards the chamber, and there seems to be this sourceless voice that, well, it kind of comes from further deep down, but it just sort of resonates from the walls in the chamber itself. That you only do hear that organic matter present, initiating defenses. And at that point, yeah, like there's still a bluish tingle, but the flowing streams that just seem to intensify for a little bit. You do not spot any differences so far, but you just hear this sourceless voice.
Me?
Yeah.
You would hear it as well, even further up.
What happened to whisper? Trigger the mechanism.
No.
What happened?
So we activated the trigger that sensed our
it's just this sourceless voice. Oh, by the way, the only thing is that it was spoken in Terran, so only you would understand this. For the rest of you, would be just.
I'm hungry.
So they said, welcome to our sanctuary. Lies ahead the home of Borr, the coolest earth genasi ever. Earth elemental sorrow.
Oh,
I choose to believe that.
we need to talk about that when we meet him.
Of course.
And we didn't bring gifts.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. The room is going to attack us.
What?
And then I do the translation.
Yeah.
Is the door behind us still
Yes.
closed?
Still open.
No.
It's still open.
Retreat?
Shall we wait for Whisper or scream after Whisper and then run back?
Oh, we don't have to scream.
But you would hear this as well, even being a bit further
Do I
up
see
ahead.
something as I darted forward?
Depending how much you go ahead from the party.
Let's say 3 minutes.
Okay. Which translates in quite a few feet.
Oh my.
And you would see that
1 minute and a half.
further up in the distance, there again seems to open into another room from this corridor. You don't know what's inside, but you see that there's.
But I don't reach it within 3 minutes, right?
No. Being far
Excellent.
ahead, you just see that's further ahead.
After 3 minutes, Whisper spots it and turns on their heels and dart back. Hi, have you heard the voice?
Yes, run.
What does it mean?
It means activated the protocol for organic matter to defense protocol for organic matter. Organic matter.
Run.
Back or forward?
Back.
Why?
What did you see there, Whisper?
I saw a long corridor, and then in the distance, I have gazed upon a new door, also circular.
I will also say roll me a perception. I'll tell you why.
Could I
Okay.
While you were.
Could I check really quickly for traps? Any traps?
22.
22, okay.
mean-
While you spotted the room in the distance, while you're still far away, one small difference that you do notice is that combined with the bluish color, the hue that emanates from the stream, there seems to be also a slight change in the, so to say, coloration of the room over there, which seems to go a bit more orangish, yellowish, a little bit, but it's faint. it's not the entirety of the room or anything. They're just a bit of a change in coloration. What happens if you combine blue with yellow?
Green.
Green.
It happens green.
Yeah, a little bit greenish.
Okay. So,
The essence of life.
the essence of life in color, have
Or
to
the-
change the
So you heard what he said.
CP and Zolux, all these earth elementals, overlords, thingies, are they color coded? And such, what does it mean that it's got more green? I mean, green is awesome with.
Well, so
the
awesome.
outside.
And I opened the wood shattered lantern and green beam radiates from it, and also CP's eye turned iridescent green.
Oh, like I said, wait, what does it mean for this asshole?
Do I know that it's color coded? I intend to say no. Of course not. We're not rainbows or unicorns, you know.
Or right, but you are claiming this guy, I don't know, Chamber is claiming loudly that activating defense protocol instead of just hitting us with the defense protocol. So I was thinking that the lights are.
That's offense protocol, first of all, Goba. I would expect you to know that.
Why would you expect things of me?
Because for some reason someone thinks and convinces me every night that you are smart and worthy of...
Right. I got it with the delay.
Can we eat some? No. Not like that, no.
Right. What's the plan?
Sildren finally admits. Okay, I need to rest a bit. Why don't we go back?
While we maybe go back, can I check for traps?
Sure.
Perception, right?
No.
That.
I mean, yes. Yes.
Good.
Yes. Even though you heard the voice, again, nothing offensive happened. So nothing
I want
that...
to be offended.
Yeah. Nothing dangerous or any sort of different changes to what you... on what you saw previously.
We are offended that we're not perceived as that much of a threat that the defenses came to life.
So we're going back to rest.
You're going back to the
Campsite.
room where the abandoned campsite was.
Let's go
And
rest.
decide to...
Take turns.
Okay, for a long rest and everything.
Who goes
We
first?
hope a long rest, yes.
But I say we leave all of the discussions and the drama that happens during the long rest after the break. Leave that for
Rest IRL!
I will throw this at you, but you'll get sick, so you know.
In real life, we're taking a short rest.
Yeah, we also need that. But yeah, stick around, guys. We'll be back shortly.
Let's go
Next
eat
part.
dragon
Let's
board.
go eat Dragon Ball.
Yeah, see ya. See you in a bit.
I can eat that.
Adorable notice.
Nom nom nom.
Nom nom.
Aw,
Nom 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 nom.
you're a weirdo.
We resume the session, now seeing the party about to take a well-deserved rest here in the depths of the Geom Heart Vault. And yeah, I'll need to know who takes the watches.
We can roll for it.
Yeah, sure.
Let's roll d4s. Whoever gets one, they're together and all that.
Sure.
Gonna take a while.
One.
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 Two.
Okay, one.
You rolled one, and one. I also rolled the one. We re-roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's roll.
Only the four of us.
higher
The four of us,
twos with
yeah.
the lower
Yeah.
twos.
What did you guys?
Two.
Excellent, one.
I also rolled the one.
Okay,
Wow.
those two, you two, and
Oh my god.
Silo will just take the long
She will sleep.
How convenient.
You know what? I am very tired. I will slap you with the schlap if you wake me up. Naughty children. Especially you, CP.
How about sleep, not slipper?
Do you want to yank my ears?
I do not know this expression. I will pretend I did not read it in the book. What? She lips.
Well, in this case, first we'll have CP and Whisper.
Oh my god.
Do you want to first maybe go Draven
Or,
and...
yeah,
and
decide
Shelly?
between yourselves.
Yeah, please.
I also I need a short rest, to be honest.
First, then perception checks. From both of you.
I'm nervous. I don't know why. Like I feel like I will die or something.
15.
It's a 12 for me, so...
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
Fine.
Shelly's good rolls are bye-bye.
So, other than this low resonant hum of almost droning like that's been present ever since you were in the vault, which again gives you this a bit unsettling state, but other than that nothing eventful happens during your watch, but
That
you
you know
guys,
of.
if you want to do something up to you.
It's weird being so deep below. I mean, I thought underground should be rocks, not whatever this is. Strange.
They clearly tampered with it. It kind of makes me feel a bit nervous. And I'm used to being in the dark a lot because I sleep in my shell. But this feels unnatural for me.
Yeah, I get the feeling that I kinda know this darkness.
What do you mean?
Well, after I've been, killed, I've been
I know you're going
somewhere in darkness. And it kinda seems familiar.
Was it complete darkness?
Yeah. Or at least I think so. I'm not really sure.
Do you remember anything else? Were you still able to think?
Not really. I mean, I could think about... The thing is like this. I could not move. I could not think. All I could feel and hear were the screams of my wife and what they did to her. So for however long that was, I felt everything. And I think something broke in me at that moment. And the weird thing is, I don't know how to put this so that I will not sound like a jerk. I want to feel things for her, if that makes sense, but I'm not sure I deserve those feelings, because I left her to basically die. And maybe I'm an asshole, but I kind of want to move forward and start things anew, but do people like me get a second chance?
Everybody deserves a second chance. And it doesn't feel like you had a lot of choices when they came after you. Did they kill you first?
I think so.
So
I mean, definitely.
what could you have done for your wife?
Been more attentive. Tried better. I don't know.
I don't think that's something you can change anymore. But if she truly loved you, she would have wanted a second chance for you.
Yeah, but I made a promise. That's why I'm here.
You made a promise to...
Kill those who've killed her.
Yes, but that doesn't exclude you wanting to move on. You can still do both. Everybody deserves to be happy, Draven.
Yeah, but wouldn't that make me a jerk in the...
No. It wouldn't. She would want you to be happy. And right now, well, I think you're doing the best under these circumstances.
To tell you the truth, I haven't had the urge to kill or get revenge ever since I've met all of you, so...
That's nice.
Also, out of the blue. Haha.
What's Whisper have to do with this?
That's what I was about to ask you. What do you feel about Whisper?
I mean, she's very nice.
Yeah.
And she can be loving. They are nice.
Yeah.
I confuse a lot. We're not used to. We are either boys or girls on El Tuchiabo, so it's a bit of a learning curve. But I do want to learn, and sometimes I do correct myself.
I don't know, at first I thought, hey, they are basically a child. Like, they don't know anything. And they looked at me like, hey, can you help me figure things out? And I'm not sure I'm the right person to ask these things.
Why not?
Because I don't know things.
I don't know a lot of things either. Yet here we both are.
Yeah, it put me in a strange situation. Because I'm not the leader. I'm not supposed to be a leader. I'm just someone who follows orders. But they did a thing like they stopped doing the, you know, weird stuff when they come next to you and say, hey, I'm Whisper and I'm Blue.
I like that.
And that made
She
me
keeps breathing
feel
hugs.
that, hey, she understood you. And perhaps, I kinda hit on them because I was a bit jealous on someone who will not name. And Nerf Genasi.
Oh, I think I understand. I think I saw something there, and maybe her as well, because she's pretty perceptive from what I saw. They are pretty perceptive.
Plus 12.
I will take 1 point of damage every time.
Yeah, but it's still weird, I mean, isn't it? I
Do
mean,
you feel bad about it?
sometimes.
Why?
Because my wife just
Your
died.
wife? Yes, she did. And it's okay to mourn for her.
Well, I haven't really done that. Because I haven't had the time to do it.
Well, I guess now's as good a time as any.
So,
Would you like to tell me about her?
well, yeah. She was the most beautiful woman I ever saw. She liked me for who I was. The fact is, the book, the Destiny one, lied a lot about me and made me look like a hero when I was not a hero. I was just a boy who knew nothing, who suddenly had the urge because someone told him, the girl, that he has had to take a basilisk tooth. And I was like, okay, I can do that. But instead of fighting it, I made a fool of myself, trying to make the basilisk laugh. But it didn't, and it fell asleep. And apparently she saw all that. and she liked me even more because I was the only one who suited her and didn't kill. I became a cleric due to her, not because I wanted to.
Oh, the vicious mockery.
During the day I was a cleric, during the night I was an actor at a children's orphanage. Without any pay. But we were happy. And yeah, she was the best person I've ever saw. But now she's gone.
Sounds like she gave you all the good qualities.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't a boy anymore. I thought about other things, not, hey, how can I make everyone laugh? And, oh, wouldn't it be nice to stick a, I don't know, pencil in my eye or something like that. So, yeah.
Doesn't
Anyway,
this mean that you still keep her with you by keeping these traits?
yeah, but where I come from, people usually see these shifts, especially if they are so quick, as you being an asshole.
Where I come from, they bash their head in because we are taught to be barbarians. My whole clan is. I chose to be different, and I'm not ashamed of it. I know some people make fun of me sometimes, and it is difficult, but I have a tough shell.
And would you... You know the concept of a wingman, right? The person that's a best friend, let's say, that helps you catching girls?
So, do I need wings, and what do we catch them with?
We could when we fight another harpy, if you want. But for the time being, because I'm not the most charismatic and wise of all people, would you mind putting a good word to whisper?
Well, if I had to use only one word,
Besides that. And
I
smell.
would never use that. You're very much alive to me. And I think it's time to start living.
Also, and I take off my armor. This thing right here, and you see a tattoo of a sunrise. This part is not dead. Yeah, you can touch it. And as you touch it, I'm not cold as on the other parts of my body, I'm actually warm. And this was given to me by my wife, because her name translated is basically the child of sunrise or something like that. I never understood Elvish that good. And it's weird, because I came back dead, but my heart is still alive. And I kind of feel things.
Well,
Kind of.
I think you preserved the most important part.
Oh, fuck. Could you help me with the...
Yeah,
Thanks.
absolutely.
Tighter? Yes. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay! Release it! Release it! Fuck. Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. How about you? What's your life story?
My life story just begun when I reached the continent. Everybody liked that.
Nice.
Yeah, but what do you want to do from now? Oh, just
I
hang
go
around.
wherever my feet take me. You guys are definitely a plus. It's nice to have friends to go along.
Then,
It makes it less lonely.
if you want, we can make it, at least my goal, that we find you your path. Whatever that might be. And hey, maybe you become famous and for whatever reason. And we come, meet with you every, let's say, 1 week or so. On your day, of course. If you become
Miss
famous.
Shelley, I need to learn some tricks. Maybe juggling, but
That's-
it would be very slow.
Exactly what I thought. Let's try some. And I take 3 pebbles.
Performance check.
Wait, can I fail purposely? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you can.
Oh my god, it's a natural thing.
Natural. Okay.
Oh my god, you don't need my guidance. Holy hell.
So basically, as soon as you take the pebbles, you kind of try very hard before even doing anything to kind of visualize it, as in like in your mind's eye. This would go like this, like you make all these calculations on how like this, and like your hands start moving. You do it for a little bit, but as soon as you realize what you're doing, you lose focus and they drop. But for a bit, like just 2-3 seconds, they go, and then yeah, that sudden realization. Oh, I'm doing it.
And I don't even look down. I just look where I throw, and I throw them really far because I'm strong still, and the motion it's still very slow, and I have to throw them further up in order to catch. Have two in the hand. I'm like, oh, look at that. I have never done that before.
No.
I will join the circus.
Wow, that was amazing.
Honestly, I think I'm very curious what lies on top of that mountain with the gods to see.
We made a deal, so maybe we can get some money out of it. You know?
I never bet.
Oh. Well,
Maybe on berries.
We'll split. We'll buy some berries with the money that I win.
Okay.
Oh.
I still have some.
Would you give me one? Please?
How old they've been now?
I don't know, you see a few flies around them.
Then,
like wine.
I mean,
Better
you're a bit used with decayed stuff, so I'll skip the constitution save for now. For just one berry.
Exactly like my tongue.
Oh no. Isn't he immune to disease?
He is diseased.
I'm pestilence.
I'm the fifth rider of the apocalypse, Draven.
It's fine.
So yeah, we'll continue the watch while I watch Shelly juggle.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, the 3 hours or so pass uneventful, and yeah, then you had to rest. The next, I think we had either you two or you two.
Ladies first?
If you want to. But we are they, not girls. Do you want to let the boys first? They want to, yeah.
Lady first? No, so you pick.
You can go.
Shall we go?
Yeah.
No.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Do we also do perception?
Yes, I was about to say perception, please.
15. Dirty 20.
Oh.
Okay, nice. Do your thing, and I'll do mine afterwards.
I see. Okay.
Hey, children, I'm having a philosophical conundrum. Do you think that this is how a lock looks on the inside? Like what we're in right now?
What is a conundrum?
It's that moment when your brain hurts and you're trying to figure out why, because you haven't been hit in the head from the outside, so an idea hits you in the head from the inside.
I see, that happens a lot, especially to veterans.
Oh, so, like, imagine if we were, like, descending in a very big lock, and that's where we're at right now. Because otherwise I can't really explain all the metal.
I honestly don't know about this stuff. If you think that's a good idea, it's good enough for me.
Oh, so can I say it on record that you think my ideas are good and you stand by most of the things that I say?
Let's take it one at a time, shall we?
How about at least 2?
Okay, you can pick the next one.
Right, perfectly. I will add your signature to whatever my next idea is.
Except all cookies.
Except the terms and conditions.
You know, Gova, You are pretty clever when it comes to these things.
Oh, I'm clever. Oh, I'm clever.
And I was thinking, not something I do often, but
Conundrum.
I owe you an apology.
Apology might be expected, but a part of the apology is that you need to say out loud what you're apologizing for.
Yes,
just so you know as well as I.
Yes, no, you see, I'm sorry that I pounced on you earlier.
I wasn't scared at all. I wasn't.
You see, I did not take any enjoyment in you not being scared and all. Although I did feel good stalking something like a prey. Not that I would do anything to harm you.
Because you couldn't. Anyway, I'm too fast, too strong.
You have your tricks. But
you better beware of my tricks.
I was thinking more, instead of doing that, I could try to be your friend.
I'm definitely up for being friends, even though the whole listing thingy is a bit like we're both in the shadow, if you know what I mean.
I don't know much about that. I'm looking forward to finding out more.
Would you share if you did? Cause I got a kind of a request from HQ.
HQ?
A higher quarter of the gods.
Oh, I thought you meant to say Harvey Quinn.
Replace
I
that with which you see fit.
I see. I can tell you what I found out as a gesture of friendship.
Oh, and we're friends, and I forgive you for the bouncy thingy that it didn't even scare me at all.
Well, I appreciate your forgiveness, but I was thinking of some other kind of friend, like more I was thinking more like a real friend, not just a member to have around, member of the party.
We have a contract. What other kind of friend do you mean? What's real? If the contract is real.
Well, it's like having a contract, but it's so powerful that you don't even need to write it down on a piece of paper.
Well, that's good, because I'm slightly dyslexic anyway. I would rather not write it down if possible.
Well, maybe in time I'll manage to show you what I mean.
Well, I'm all for that. Well, you know, considering if the thingy with Lissim all clears out.
You see, this kind of friendship goes even beyond one's past or whatever the fate might throw us in. But maybe that's something that you'll see. I understand that you had quite a rough community, so you might not know much about it.
I mean, friend is someone you hit in the head less often.
Friend is someone that if you hit them in the head, it's the best thing that you can do for them, regardless of how you or someone else might feel.
I'll run away from quite a few of these friends in the tribe at some point.
Yeah, but you see, I suppose the difference is that hitting you in the head wasn't the best thing for you. That would be the difference.
I think you might be misinterpreting the hitting in the head. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You get a stick, bonk the head, the other person gets ow. That's about it.
I might.
Sometimes by the powers of... Sorry. We are having a technical intermission. Please hold. And we're back.
Medic, the paramedic now.
Call the cleric.
Oh no, he's
He's a cleric, no!
Who wanted me to die?
Wasted time.
Musical intermission. Yeah.
Okay, we'll give it a go. And who knows if we become so good friends, maybe there's even a chance to become something more, like, you know, brothers-in-law or something. But it's none of my business.
Yeah.
Man, the collective relief on this one was...
I saw something else.
Okay,
We all thought something else.
Yeah, we all thought something else.
not my fault.
I pulled my fan at a certain point. I'm like, ah.
The Alabama Bros.
Well, you know, regarding that, first of all, I'm not sure what a brother-in-law is. Secondly, I wanted to ask you, didn't you ever notice the fact that, you know, CP sometimes goes like or was it just me who thought that was weird?
I see. Probably you were still concussed when that was explained. So, you see, you should know this, that if you deal with CP, if you become closer, you...
Troy, I'm not...
Okay. You won't have a choice, but also come closer to the entity that also is inside of CP. But it's just a tormented soul. We'll see how evil that entity really is.
Aside from all the talkings about slaughter, murder and torture.
Well, I do that as well, so I'm not... it's not done with bad intents, so...
What do you mean it's not done with bad intent? I mean, how can you define evil otherwise?
Well, for example, I do it for protection.
Well, not you. I mean, you know, you evil, Zoluk's evil. I also cast Mage Hands to increase the hand, to move the hand a bit further up.
Well, sometimes you might do the wrong thing for the right reasons. You see, for example, how you tried to convert everyone to Krepax or Erix. People should choose their own goals in life, and I understand that what you're trying to do is out of the goodness of your heart, but it's wrong because you should let them decide.
What if I know better?
It's their mistake to make.
But I'm correcting it.
You can try to...
Oh, I am trying.
You can try to tell them, but ultimately it's their decision.
Which can be influenced.
Which can be slightly influenced.
Slightly maximizably influenced. Got it.
I can't. Right. Well, we'll work on that.
Right, we will. Nice talking to you.
Oh. Okay, I'll stop talking then. And I continue my watch.
Well, that was an awkward stop to the conversation.
You did it.
Right.
Do we see something as
The
we...
bromance.
Yeah, that's what I want to say, as there is this, I don't know, 5-minute
Masculinity
awkward
flex.
pause and silence The silence is broken by a few footsteps that you start hearing in the distance. Quite a few of them. And as you look in that direction, slowly coming into view, you do spot the Genasi. Just 4 of them, though. Initially there were 8. But only 4 of them, which is Gem, Pebble, Cobble, and I forgot the name of the other one. And
not Onyxia, that's for sure.
And Clay, yes.
So 4 of them are.
Yeah. And you see that they do come over, and even their usual stoic facial expression is now changed into like that that face of determination, also mixed in with a bit of sadness and regret. But as soon as they spot you, they approach casually, and Gem approaches you, saying, I'm glad to finally be able to reach you. I see you're taking a rest. I gather we should take some time as well, right? As he looks to his companions, who also, they seem to be a bit worn and torn, as some of them like breathe a bit more heavily, like it seems like they've been through some stuff. And Cobble says, yes, Gem, I suggest we also take at least a short rest around here while we can, and now that we have the strength in numbers, should it help us more. And, good. As Gem looks to the rest of his folks, well then, you guys go on ahead and take the rest. I'll stay here on vigilant, keep watch. The rest, so basically Clay, Pebble, and Cobble, they all start again huddling one another and going to rest. While Gem sits there with you two. At first, he looks a bit distant into the fire pit. I mean, I'm not sure if you made a fire. Okay, then he just stares blankly somewhere towards the floor, and tells you, please tell me you have at least some news of location of Borr, of the ancient prime elemental. We've already lost 4 of our people, which it's quite a steep price for us.
Would it help if we told you that we triggered a defense system?
Well, we had to find ways around that, because it was a locked door, and we did saw a bit of remains of some sort of destruction above, but I guess that was your handiwork. Well,
Whoops.
also, and as he looks also towards the husked dragonborns, what happened here?
We believe this is how they opened, or some of us believe that this is how they opened this gate.
We also did the stick test to them, and they're no longer responding, so we're safe with that.
Right, this place just gets weirder and weirder with each step.
However, if these dragonborns didn't come here through your village, how did they reach this place?
Good question. Probably might be some other entrances, I don't know. And our ones not be the only one. But any chance you encountered any rogue earth elementals?
No.
I was just wondering, because yes, on our path we sort of felt like the place almost coming alive, shifting, and weird resonances humming all over, and parts of the surface of this place just split open, the metal platings revealing behind these earthen elemental constructs which ambushed us from front and back. So if anything, we should be mindful, because this place can be deceiving.
Yes, we should be careful, and also considering you are there are so few of you left, we should take care of that.
Thank you.
And kill you all.
Cue psycho music.
Thank you. We will make sure to also have your back. I have to say, we shouldn't have split up in the first place. But well, now it seems at least that other than that trap you deactivated, seemed to be quite alright. This path less dangerous at least. But whatever is up ahead, we'll face it together.
After we all get some rest, we'll see.
Yes.
Jem, I got a question. You said you lost 4 of your brothers, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me their names?
1 second.
What a deep.
No, it's not that. It's not that.
I need to see where I wrote them.
You know how that meme was like this is a weird request, I'm sorry.
Alright. Yeah. So we had Rocksteady, Stoneheart, Gloomrock, and Granite.
I remember Grant.
Rock time or what was his name?
Rocksteady.
They definitely took him for granted.
So, I'm not sure exactly what kind of god you worship, but maybe some of mine can give a little guidance to the spirits of your own Genasi that go to the Geom heart. Eric's goddess of the night, as your gaze watches the hidden, extended to those who live underground and fight for the good of the ones up above, for an evil that you yourself would also oppose.
That point, yeah, you see Jam that he again puts a bit of like this sad face over, and but he puts an arm over your shoulder, tugs you a little bit and says, "Thank you. Although we, other than Ammon Total, we didn't have that much interaction with the other gods. I appreciate your kind words."
Don't worry, Jem. We'll blast these fuckers to shit.
He kind of takes a deep breath. Yes. Although our way of life is not intended to resolve issues with force, and we live more harmoniously, I've understood that this entire situation requires different methods. So, yes, as you said, let's smite them to shit or however.
Yeah, smite them to shit!
Yes. He looks also like sad for what happened, also a bit pissed that... And yeah, so...
Yeah.
That he burned 3 spell slots.
For a message.
No, that was
that was Cobble.
Cobble.
He's not dead, right?
No.
Who
I
hurt
hate
you?
them.
Who hurt you?
Shelly would be really happy to see him.
Dead.
Me.
No.
Oh!
Cobble, yeah. Alright, cool. So, again, yeah, other than that, nothing eventful happens. So, we move on to the last watch with you two.
Question.
Whisper. Hey,
Before-
whisper. Whisper.
Question. Before that, you said that they lost 4 souls. Do I feel in any way more enhanced magically?
No.
Okay.
They didn't got absorbed to you two.
Okay.
Alright, yeah.
Whisper.
Huh.
Whisper. Whisper!
And like a small tornado will cast up when like they can't control their powers.
It's
like,
your
turn!
Do you all wake up from this?
Well, maybe you
I
just
cast silence.
a little bit open your eyes.
Oh, you see that?
And you turn on the other side.
My head beats like.
And it,
It's your turn for the watch.
Okay.
and they will gently direct their voice towards CP's ear, so only CP can hear.
CP, wake up!
Cobble. No. Cobble.
CP!
Yes?
Morning.
It's morning?
Sort of. They are the
It
sleeping,
would
we are
be
the watching.
Okay.
dawn at this point. Because your staff would have glowed right before, like...
Do we mark a long rest? Me and
yes.
Okay.
And perception checks, please. Before
I know
anything.
that I'm with Whisper, so I would deliberately stare at my shoes. Natural 1.
Wow!
But I'm a halfling, so I re-roll.
Oh, right.
I hope it's another natural 1. It's an 8 plus a 3, an 11.
Oh, wow.
25!
No, it's a 7. I have minus 1. That's it.
25.
It's fine. Yeah.
It's fine.
Beyond space and time.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
A little bit sleepy, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
How are you?
I'm awake. How is the Zolux?
I'm fine, thank you. Still filled with the dungeon urge to kill that one.
And she points towards the cobalt.
I am the sorry. You know what, CP, what I was thinking? Since I pledged myself to you and you are in the situation where you share the bodily form with the Zolux, I might as well get to know the Zolux.
Sure.
This is very the wise of me because I'm the wisest.
Do you need me to repeat those words in this order for you to feel appreciated or...
What is the feeling of the appreciated?
I don't know. What do you need from me?
Okay. Weird. Feelings are the weird. Hi, Zolux.
Hello.
Okay. So, you are... okay, I feel them. I feel strange.
What do you feel?
Maybe the scared. Or...
Of me? Little old me.
Yes. I do understand that you are the Earth Genasi. And I am the...
No, I was an earth elemental.
Never mind then.
But, to be honest, you shouldn't be scared of me, you know. Before I met Sippy, I was kinda lame, she was kinda lame. We both made each other something cool and a little bit better, so...
Oh, what is the name?
It's a very difficult concept to explain. It's kinda how Goba is.
I didn't hear that.
I do not understand. You mean green?
No.
You mean like when someone is eating on the ice cream and they drop it down on their shoes?
That's just sad.
Then I don't know. I do not know the feeling, so maybe when you see the lame, you point it.
The sad, the weak, the pitiful.
Okay. So, what do you like to the eating?
Well,
I doing okay.
I would love to eat, but Sippy doesn't let me. Brains, entrails, eyes, blood.
So what is your favorite color?
Green. This I know. Green for sure.
Aha.
Also black. No, green. We like green. Also Sippy likes green because of the grass, but...
They will try to focus and bring like all the winds and energies and they think a little bit. And breathe.
You breathe so loudly.
Thank you.
Stop breathing. I don't know.
I can stop breathing, but I shouldn't because you will be the dead if not the air circulation because of the wind. This is how oxygen travels to the brain because of wind.
We breathe just fine before you came into our lives.
Oh, so you think. Okay. What about...
Yes.
At some point, you know what? I do remember that you said, as Zolux, as you possessed the CP, you said that CP did something of the terrible, and she's not as white as all of us think. She destroyed so many lives, and the families.
Yes, her action destroyed so many lives.
Maybe
Killed so many people.
Maybe we can bond over that.
Okay, but so you know, this is kinda super secret because it was before she met me. So I don't feel very comfortable betraying her like this in front of her. Because she sees and hears everything.
Then don't tell me. Or...
Do you want to speak with Sippy? She insists.
Okay.
Hello, Whisper.
Hi. Oh, this is so much the pleasant. Like, it's very the weird Zolux. I am the sorry, but it gives me... I don't have the feeling. Like, normally I have the... I don't know, the neutrality, but when Zolux comes, it's... just a lot.
Zolux is a lot to process, sure, but also he brings a lot of joy and security and comfort.
Joy, do you mean the entrails, right?
Not just that. I mean, I like jumping rope, but... What can you do?
So, Zolux said you wanna talk to me about the...
Yeah, I wanted to come clean, but I'm scared that you will change your perception of me.
I can't change it, it's in the name. It's forever.
The perception?
Yes.
You will still feel the same about me after I tell you this very dark secret that I have?
I must feel the same. It's in the name. It's Fellowship of CP.
Okay.
No one else.
I'm a bit nervous.
And of Darren.
Who the fuck is Darren?
Darren is the Draven. He is...
Why do we call Draven if their Draven is Darren?
Their name is Darren.
And why we call him Draven?
I don't know.
We should ask him if he wants
It's in the name, I can change it, so...
Okay. So, when I lived in Plamran, which is a village in the Holy Gazia theocracy, you know, where we first started the campaign. Wink, wink.
Episode 1.
Yeah. And I was happy and I was with my parents and I had no superpowers at all. Like you used to, sometimes our village is visited by merchant, and was this particular merchant called Arturo Wenlock. And he came many times, and one night he requested that he would stay in our place. And we kept him during the night, and we offered him a bed. And he left his possessions unattended in the lobby. And you know me, I'm nosy as a rosy. So, I went and snoop around.
As one does.
Exactly, like, you don't know what is there. Maybe something dangerous.
Yes, I should do the learning and do the same.
It was this pouch. And I opened it a little bit by accident, you know, just putting it from here to there, and it cracked open. And inside was this bundle of cloths. And it was this little, you know, beam of green light, and I was like, ooh, that's shiny. And opened it, and inside was this deep green gem. It looks exactly like this. And I opened my wood shattered lantern, and you can see through it like a gem that sheds a lot of bright green light. And then I close it quickly. It was this gem, and when I touch it, something happened, Wispy. I felt this deep connection with something, and I didn't know where I began and where this other entity began and where I ended and Jolux ended when we merged. And obviously the gem became a part of me, you know, because it's kind of my baby, my precious. And I, you know, went in the town with it and all that, and didn't come home, visited Sildring, you know. And Arturo was so pissed that he lost his gem or whatever, and he was like, I'm gonna...
The baby.
The gem.
The gem baby.
The precious baby gem.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was like, I'm gonna come and destroy this whole village down, give me back the gem, sha-la-la-la-la. And it's like, okay, you do whatever, you do whatever you like. And you know what happened, Whisper?
They came.
They came with the Scarlet Oppressor, and they ravaged the village and killed everyone and burned the whole village down. And my father died as well. Oh my god, it was terrible.
This is the vengeance.
Yes, but
this is the product of the vengeance.
Yes, Whisper, but it's because of me. Don't you get it? I'm the bad guy in this story. If I would have never stolen the gem, my father would have still been alive. And you're the only one that knows this.
Not even Sildren?
No.
This is a lot, but you shouldn't blame yourself for the actions of how things partook in the story, because maybe Arturo would have lost it anyway, and they would also come and ravage the village. Or maybe he wouldn't like the food and had a hissy fit and ravaged the village. You don't know.
I cook very well.
Okay.
You just insulted my cooking.
No, I was trying to make you feel the better. I'm sorry, CP. But you know what? Maybe it's okay to accept it's your fault and learn from the mistakes.
Yes, I do. I feel so much guilt, Whisper, you have no idea. I'm responsible for the murder of my father. This is the reason why Sildren doesn't have an uncle anymore. and my mother doesn't have a husband. This is how I repay them. After adopting me, after finding me in a basket and taking me in and raising me and feeding me and clothing me.
Maybe, maybe some of us make mistakes, but those mistakes do not define us. Do you keep stealing gems?
No.
And sentencing people?
This is why I feel so bound to Zolux, Because, okay, maybe he made a few mistakes and he liked to kill people, but he doesn't do this anymore. And he's learning. And I don't want your napkin.
Sometimes, when a wind is very cold and they float low to the ground, and a wind is very hot, they don't meet. But in order to lift the cold wind up, one has to go down and they go stronger together. Maybe it was meant to be this way, and maybe you're the reason why the Zolux is learning, and Zolux's action, like a tornado and like wind in its path, will grow and do better and change lives and improve the world. And it's something that probably wouldn't have happened if you didn't find it.
That's very comforting, even with all the wind metaphors.
Like in nature, usually you don't judge something that happened. You just take it as part of a circuit and just look ahead or in the present, because otherwise you can't see where you're going.
Of course, but I just goddamn miss my father so much.
Well, instead of missing your father, you should cherish your father, because at least you had one. You had a family that loved you. You have a purpose. You have a friend. And now you have a mission to repay that death with a better and greater deed.
Well, I think it's true. I can see my life going in that direction.
There is
You know how they say, turn lemon into lemonade?
Exactly. Exactly. And you know what, CP? I know maybe having this sort of relationship, you and Zolux together, it's strange. It's not something that anyone would like to accept or maybe understand. But we also have a saying in the wind language. If you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go strong, you go together. I'm gonna wake up the others.
Okay, I think it's time.
Blood.
Yeah.
I had a nightmare. Holy shit.
Okay. Hi. Look, Pebble is here.
Well, long rest, everyone.
Yay!
Okay.
But 10 HP.
Yeah, I was at
needed
14.
I was fine.
I realized that right now. I was like, oh no.
Okay, and yeah, the other, the Earth Genasi also wake up. They still are quite serious, as in the previous events still sort of affect them, the death of their comrades, but still they seem determined to move on, so they immediately prepare. They actually, like, as soon as they wake up, you see them that they have a very short, not really ritual, but more like exercise or a routine. That's what I'm looking for. A routine in which they meditate and they try to reconnect with themselves and their way of life, this shamanistic almost, and monk traditions that they do, and they do this almost yoga poses and such to get ready. And yeah, Gem asks you, all right, we are ready to proceed. We'll be here with you, just watching your backs.
I don't mean to sound rude, but would you mind going in front of us? For like 15 feet in front of us?
Okay, if that's the...
Because I've got a suspicion that something won't happen. Do you have any, and I'm sorry for asking, organs? Like, spare?
Not, not really.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I think.
Okay.
But
Do I have any organs?
avoid.
I mean,
You just peed. So I saw you there squinting squatting in a corner.
Do I have any organs?
I mean, again, you were sort of made from thin air. It's, I'll say that it's up to you. Cause
Do the Genasi have any organs? The Genasi?
you saw the birth of one, so then they basically made them out of clay. Not clay, but rock and
Not from
mud.
our clay, but
So I would say no.
but they
Generic
made
clay.
from stone, shaped them,
I would
sculpted
say- I
them
would say
so
also
almost.
no.
Nice.
If you want, I can go in front.
The only thing is, again, for the purpose to maintain mechanics, you still need to eat and sleep. And, yeah. But, okay.
And I'll say to whisper at her ear. I'd rather they go first, not you.
Why?
Because I want to test the theory.
Oh, you can test it with me, see if it
Yeah,
triggers
but-
the organs.
No, it's about the maybe trap.
Oh, so you want them to use as bait? I do not agree with this.
They go in front.
Can you put clay in the top belt?
They refused, and
no, they will agree with this tactic. So
Wrong day.
I'm going also in front.
Oh.
Maybe I'm dying.
So
Why
again,
do
there
you look
is.
so excited about dying?
death.
Maybe you should
I
eat the
want to
ghost?
feel something.
There is this long corridor that you've been there just a little bit, but at this point, proceeding onwards, you again reach the other chamber, which is the circular chamber that you saw previously up ahead, and had this shift in hue and coloration inside, the lighting inside. And as you proceed onwards, you do spot that sort of like the what do you call the architecture and the arrangement of the room. It's previous to the one before, but this time without the the husk dragonborn in the middle and the orbs. Instead, you do spot the source of this hueish of this light, which embedded in one of the, as you go in to the western walls, in between the metal platings, you also do spot various golden bricks that are similar to the ones they had in Gravel Grotto, embedded into the place. A few here and there. It's not the entirety of wall, but just a good chunk. But between these golden bricks also stands another broken, almost piece of a tablet. I mean, there is writing, still in gold, but etched with some writings. The Earth Genasi, upon seeing this, like immediately are in awe, and just Cobble says, "This must be more lost fragments and remnants from our past." And I mean, all of the Earth Genasi are starting to approaching the tablet in awe.
Does it have any drawings on it, or just the...
It has writing on it, right?
Is it?
It does, and imagine like there is writing, but on top it's a bit
curly?
yeah, and it's a bit broken. It does reveal still a bit of part of a drawing, which would be that of a sort of a volcano of sorts with a crystal and the gem in the middle.
What is written on it? Is
Okay,
it
so
there?
you all at this point.
Can I perception check around or investigate?
Yeah.
For the piece that's missing, if there's any remainder, the painting, basically.
No, not really, because other than this, there wouldn't be anything else.
Okay.
But I forgot to mention that this chamber also, so you approach, let's say, going from south to north. On the western wall, there is this part of the wall that has the golden bricks and the tablet, and there is another path ahead, and one to the right, which the one up ahead seems to expand and change a little bit into a different sort of environment, like while still maintaining a little bit of the pattern environment. It's again quickly changing with parts of natural cavern and rock, while the other one to the right continues.
That's technological.
Yeah, but yeah.
What's written on the tablet?
All right. So as you approach and look at this, also you can understand, because it's in the primordial. This one, and
Like plain old original primordial, not
Yeah,
that.
From before it break into the four elements.
Yeah.
I'm just clarifying. Yeah.
And this one says.
Did you say fuck you?
No, it's quite a bit of text.
Okay.
But yeah. So it says, our revered creator revealed an unfathomable schism between our kind and the elementals. We stood at a pivotal crossroads where our existence hung in the balance. Should we take up arms and fight, or brave the storm guided by our divine creator's teachings? These teachings proclaimed that life would preserve and harmony would be restored through strong resolve. Resolute in our conviction, we undertook a perilous journey, creating a potent elixir infused with ancient magics to ward off the elemental's corruption. But our essence reserves dwindled, and more of our kin succumbed to the darkness. Even the majestic aerialite gem began to falter, its once radiant glow flickering with the encroaches forces of darkness. Within our golden palace, tensions grew, and it was then that Zolux, the stalwart guardian of our kin, emerged as a beacon of courage and defiance. Their resolute spirit, unyielding in the face of impending doom, recognized the urgency to confront the elemental menace head-on. lest we succumb to corruption. In their final assault, a dire revelation from the chambers of Borr reached us. Zolux's heroism resonated with our Erden brethren and the other Genasi clans, igniting a collective resolve. Unity became our most potent weapon, and bound by our shared purpose, we resolved to undertake the ultimatum ritual, a desperate measure to end this era of darkness. And beneath there is a bit of space, and this this writing seems to be, if I can say, deeper etched, as in imagine bold fonting on it, and even the size is written a bit bigger. Yeah.
Scale.
And it says, "May the benevolence of our Creator guide our steps, and may we emerge on the other side, reborn in the embrace of new life, forever blessed by the sacred legacy we hold dear." And it is at that point, like, the Earth Genasi were reading this alongside with you, and pretty much all of them just fall to their knees, like, in awe. And Kobol says, This explains a lot. It's what the answers to why the sacrifice our people had to do. Like, it looks like this corruption happened way before us. The implosion that happened long before. It was a desperate measure to save us. And they just stare there in awe.
So you mean? And whispers, a voice quivers as a flickery breeze of air would do in the wind.
So you mean we were sent here from beyond the time
to prevent repeating the same mistake?
Yes, yes. The purpose is now clear to us.
Can you explain a bit more? Because for us it's a bit unclear.
And even, I mean, we knew of the so to say legend of Zolux. We knew of him, that he played a part, but this here explains that he helped in uncovering some sort of dire plot that ultimately made us to take this decision.
So before this time exists, before the gods that you guys worship, there was a unity between all the entities made out of raw essence. The Earth Genasi, the Air Genasi, the Fire ones, and the Water ones. From this text, it's clear that from the palace, it writes palace, right? In order
Crystal Palace.
Golden Palace, in order to prevent the age of darkness, the era of corruption that started spreading through our people, through our time, through our, even gods, our creator, we did the ultimate ritual and sacrificed our world in order to birth this one that you were in. And somehow our womb, our Riolites survived, and they kept giving more and more Genasi, regenerated from the same energy. And this is the missing piece that we needed to know from which we came from, and to know our purpose in this world. I went a bit British there, sorry.
It's alright.
If I try to remember as Zolux, do I recall any of these events?
Not really.
What about this city?
That's what I want to say. Like, you reading through this, you know that this symbiosis relationship you have with Zolux also manifests through dreams, the ones you had more vividly that weren't yours, that you were living in probably Zolux's body from long ago. And now, like, connecting all of this, what you've read, the dreams that you know of, probably, I mean, yes, Zolux, it's the one that's spoken of in these texts, though whatever happened when he went to confront Borr and corrupted it, the addition of this long period of this time span in which he laid dormant and basically in a void, so to say, definitely changed whatever Zolux is.
Okay, because as I recall, you told me,
Yeah.
CP dreamt of a big golden palace that was floating and was this huge pool, like a gem with this liquid that healed Borr and
No.
Zolux.
Zolux, yeah.
Sorry, healed Zolux and had these 4 elements, I think.
Yeah, it was basins with different.
All 3 of them were present.
But yeah.
And I took a halberd and I went to fight Borr. I went with the intent to fight Borr, and this is where I blacked out. I woke up from the dream.
Yes.
Okay. And Zolux doesn't know this.
No.
It's the time for him to know.
He knows some of your dreams, but
mostly of Goba. This is why he hates Goba a lot.
So Zolux also dreams of Goba, basically.
Yeah.
vivid dreams of Goba.
We switched dreams.
See, Zolux, don't you get it? Zolux is the good guy.
I know, wait. I was doing something.
Okay.
Zolux. Oh, small precious. I have a confession to make. You know how we switch dreams sometimes, and you always tell me the sweet dreams that you have about people that I like, and I'm not gonna mention.
Yes, that's horrible, goofy, plinky dreams of yours.
Yeah. I had one where you were fighting for a righteous cause, and you healed in this golden palace that is mentioned here in the scripture, and you healed and you took this beautiful spear, and I detailed the spear as I dreamed it, and you went to fight Borr, and I felt like I was dead inside your body and had this intent and all this will and power to defeat him, but then I don't remember.
Oh, Mouse. How does Zolux feels about it?
Again, as I said, this.
So I roll perception.
After the corruption plus this long time gap in which he was dormant in the void state, definitely messed with whatever initially Zolux was. So at this point, I'll actually tell you that it's up to you how Zolux takes this information.
Yeah, but sure something happened. I went there to confront Borr, and I saw reason to his cause. Or he became a best friend, or something. Don't sweat it, we will find Borr and clear this out, I'm sure of this.
But what if you're wrong?
I'm not wrong. I'm never wrong.
Are you so sure it only takes once?
But never happened. Look, just go with the confidence.
But you kinda said you were wrong when you, Onyxia.
No, I didn't. I will do it again.
I know I'll sound a bit rough around the edges, but who the fuck is Onyxia?
Oh my god, Draven!
Don't be insensitive.
Yeah, Draven, please retract that question immediately.
Onyxia, you know, it's a name of A rock.
Yep.
An earth genasi that was killed.
They
had Onyxia, man.
Shit. I knew that. Sorry.
It's guys. I think it's 5 episodes ago or 6 episodes ago or where Onyxia.
Wait, don't assume this, guys. For any Onyxia fans out there, please, we will talk. We will talk to Lair afterwards and do like very serious retraining so
Onyxia
that.
rip.
Yeah, so Onyxia will forever be in our hearts. And just so you know, this was
the gem.
For those 5 seconds in combat.
It was.
it's a
6
scripted
episodes.
moment. Larry's just faking it. We all care about Onyxia, okay?
Yeah, all of us.
Especially me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was not funny, guys. Your joke was not funny.
Sorry,
I wasn't there, dude.
To catch on Onyxia live, go right now to episode 15.
Oh yeah.
She's another piece of meat on the platter. So.
Man, just stop. Just know it's.
I'm pushing him out to the
I'm being assaulted. Call my mom.
Right.
Sorry.
So.
Being ass.
This is democracy made manifest.
Okay, let's go back
Yeah.
to the important, meaningful moment that we had.
I'm sure of it.
Okay.
We can go ask questions, get answers, and then we'll figure out once we know all the information.
At least I hope we get information and not just death.
You are with me. Everyone else does, not us.
If he wants to pick a fight, we'll fight. But first we'll talk.
Yes, that would be a nice approach. You can ask questions first.
If you don't, want to fight him instantly.
Ideally, it should be talking, but not everyone lets you finish or talk.
So Silo should not talk with Borr. That's what I'm hearing.
I know.
Alright. So, again, the Earth Genasi over there, like, are in. They also start some sort of praying and chanting some alms, or almost like monastic alms, and say that our purpose is clear. We shall evade another calamity, so to say, that would befell if the prime elementals come back in power. I'm quite glad you guys are here with us, but know that we will fight till death for this cause.
Or maybe, you're not that many. Maybe Ronin is also an option in case things go bad.
I'd very much like to not
What you guys do not understand, if the corruption is spreading, this means we all die. The last time, I don't think you guys comprehend, we sacrificed the world to get to the same point.
Cobble will also say that, while I believe it was effective since it weakened the prime elementals, put them in a more mellow, so to say, state, in which they've also needed time to recover, like we did. I guess it's just a matter of time until we see if we either remove the threat for good, or the prime elemental has its time to recover and spread its corruption again.
But if we fight, we must know that you are willing to fight.
They just said.
Yeah, I know, but I'm having issues when it comes to people that say, hey, I will fight and then run away.
And at that point,
that
like,
was me.
Jem really comes close to you, quite close, and says, 4 of our brethren out of the 35 living Genasi we have just lost their very essence a few moments ago. We would have stood but to fight there and then, but we believed we might have more luck with you to reach the root of this corruption rather than just to stay and die fighting the tendrils, so to say.
What killed them?
Earth elementals.
Oh, right. I thought it was something else, because you said that their essence
Was absorbed into...
They can do that?
Yes.
All of the corrupted elementals have a feather, I assume.
Yes, that just gets
What
absorbed.
happens if Zoo or Alx wild earth elemental?
Well, we managed to take one down.
Yeah, but his soul will get absorbed into what?
Well, with when we managed to down one of the earth elementals, it was just revealed that within them had a small piece of the crystal, which we believe to be Geom Heart, and it just shattered and dissipated, just emanating out there into the void.
Alce.
Question, if they are corrupted, isn't there, because it should be some way to uncorrupt them?
Unfortunately, it's what we tried with Zolux.
Yeah, but
Unfortunately. And they tried with the elixir here in the note.
Yes, unfortunately, hopefully, if we could know of a way to create this ancient elixir, maybe, but who knows where that information is held. The only thing I can say, Cobalt says this, the only thing I can say is that the progress we've done with Sheldon here was quite interesting, since on as I said, non-Genasi people, your folk have a different will, so to say, to, and the corruption affects you differently, since our people are more attuned and our affinities are quite similar. When one of us or Genasi gets corrupted, becomes quite, so to say, permanent and more deadly. But yes, from how I happened to cleanse the soul of your uncle from it, it's definitely less affecting, it seems like.
If I, as Sippy, try very hard to recall any dreams about the recipe for an elixir, would it help?
You know what? I'll allow you to roll me a
Percentile die.
yeah, a percentile die. I was thinking of history, but let's go with percentile die.
Do you want to take mine, Karina?
Take these. They are loaded 100%.
And
I'm sure they're not. Yeah, take these.
Gonna be on an 80 or above.
80. 21. The age to drink.
Yeah, it's hard.
So it's a hard baby.
I wanted to roll with mine. 85. Take this back.
But
What about the Zolux?
Can Zolux roll as well?
Well, as I said, Zolux is definitely not the same person that once was due to all of these circumstances. Something happened to him definitely that changed him.
I will roleplay this. So, CP squints very hard. You see this work behind her eyes, like thinking of something. I say,
I remembered. I know a very good cookie recipe. Will it help? It's with cinnamon.
That sounds delicious. Can we make that?
Yes.
When you turn anime.
what?
When you turn anime. I know a cookie recipe.
I didn't say it like that.
This sounds a bit of the unserious. We're talking about the end of the world, and I don't think you guys understand how much it was sacrificed.
I have a bit of a heretical point of view. Because we are different, you and I. And you said that you're more attuned to nature and to birth, and that's why your corruption goes deeper. Wouldn't be an idea to forget the past and not attune so much to the elements? Maybe. I'm no shaman nor alchemist. I barely know how to write and read, so I'm
Not
just
that we attune to the elements. We are elements in a living form.
Well, that's cheating.
Do you know why I don't care that much? Because I was there for the end of the world. I was heroic, like this ancient scripture said, and I survived it. I am still here. Strong. Let's do this.
And not everyone takes news like this in the same way. Some people need to joke about it just so that they can handle it.
This makes the sense. This is funny, haha. Let's go kill the boar.
And also, at this point, there is another small rumble, and in Terran, you don't understand, but you do, and there Genasi, you hear familiar vibrational frequency inside detected, executing phase shift. And I want you. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
With my stats?
With Zolux's stats.
Execute all the 66.
Yeah,
baby.
Dice.
Wisdom saving
No,
throw.
stop.
No.
Load the dice.
No,
Put these dice.
not anymore.
We were gonna
I
do
have
this
my
to
own.
Karla.
I have my own dice.
Look for how much I've been.
I will rub my die on Karla, but not use Karla's dice. Wisdom saving throw.
It's so.
Do
Okay, I'll
I
stop.
There you go.
There you go.
If you really want it.
Other side too.
Other boob.
Get it. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Good. Dice pass.
Yes.
It is
So
a
I
day
will
good.
have a plus 2.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Natural 22. Proof it works.
Yeah.
Nice.
Look. Should I take a photo for my
No,
own?
it's okay.
I'll rub my lotto ticket to get off Karla next.
So, at that point, when like the Earth Genasi hear this, understand, and are like, what? I don't understand. What's this? But for you, Zolux, it's that like for a split second you just freeze there, and like you look towards that direction where the cave would open up in a more natural way, and you look over there and just are feel compelled, and you walk 1-2 steps, but then your symbiosis relationship with Sippy, it's quite so strong that Sippy actually immediately comes out, so to say, and snaps Zolux out of it.
Zolux, come on. No time to fool around. Okay.
Yeah. This this brief state of mind in which
Can I roleplay it differently?
Take two.
So Zolux goes towards that that corridor with the more earth and natural elements and goes so robotically, like clank, 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 and be like,
Ionuț? Yes? What are you doing? Going towards the column. Ionuț, stop, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Okay.
and family. Thank you, children. Okay, and then I come back like this.
Did CP just put Zolux in her place?
In his place.
His place.
Yes, I did. Do that all the time. With everyone.
Now,
The
Sylvain...
sassiness. Sorry.
No,
Sylvain.
sorry. Sylvain is trying to see if they have the... Do they have the rheolite with them? Is it portable?
No. The rheolite was quite massive. It was in the center of Gravel Grotto, and it was, I don't know, 20 feet tall gem, quite large, that was embedded in the center and the peak of the Terra Palace. There we go. Yeah. And
then Sildrin would lean towards Shelly a bit and ask, you know, Shelly, if this fight goes just a bit wrong, their entire species is done for.
Done for what?
It's, I mean, that they would all disappear.
No. What are they doing?
They would die. You know?
Oh, why didn't you say it like that?
I'm sorry.
What do you mean they die?
I mean, there is a chance if, you know, Borr is not as Zolux says and they get caught in the fight like the other Earth Genasi got caught in the fight with Zolux and the other that got caught in the fight with the Earth Elementals and they died. They seem to die quite easily.
They're supposed to be pretty hardcore, but I guess they have a soft interior.
Suppose.
So what should we do? I guess if we have to fight, we fight. You heard Whisper. I like this world.
Yes.
I'm barely discovering it. I don't want it to be gone.
I was thinking maybe we can convince one of them to leave if the fight is... You can cut in any time.
As I understood, there were 24 Earth Elementals.
Initially
and
30.
8 went to battle.
yeah. I can't remember exactly the number that they...
30 something, I remember.
30.
Yeah, I think
How many are
around
there left?
30, like there are currently that can exist at one time. And yeah, 8 of them just... Because they had a peaceful life. It's only 8 of them that were somewhat trained in combat.
22 alive, just so you know. Not role playing anything. Just
Minus one that you killed. And also...
we cut them. 22 if everyone dies. 21 if everyone dies.
Yes,
Okay.
but
Including this
we
one.
never knew what happened to the civilian population, so to say, if they were attacked.
In the meantime, while we're
If there was
in
a-
the cave. Oh, okay.
So,
Well, maybe Cobble has a way of communicating with them and maybe checks in on them. Did they leave their village unprotected?
Pretty much.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Yes,
bad
Cobble.
management.
I mean, strategic
Yeah, but
greatness.
how would one Earth Elemental like these ones that die easily protect them? Let's be
No.
I mean, maybe they're no match for elementals. They're clearly
No, Earth,
stronger.
Earth,
No, I understand. Maybe the Earth Genasi are not
A
a match for even if they outnumber the elementals.
So,
but anyway.
Yeah, Cobble can spend more spell slots on a message.
I mean,
sure.
I'll say to speed things up, I'll say he checked already a few.
And they're...
Yeah, and they're okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's nice that we checked with them just to make sure that they continue the species.
Yeah, but I see your point. We have to fight, there's no other option. Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
If anything happens in the next 48 hours, stay behind me. And if he wants to fight, we'll bury the motherfucker.
Okay, but this doesn't make the sense because
If he fights.
if he fights, I am the stronger than you.
You hear
Well, when you put it like that.
You can stay behind me.
Shelly sees the interaction and you hear him say, Whisper, Draven is so courageous. He is amazing.
What do I do with this?
You will let me go.
No, don't let him go.
Okay.
But yeah, we we fight. You
Do you turn purple?
I will roll for it.
but
For
the
the color?
idea
Yes.
nice. The idea okay. Stay at least 30 feet near me. Actually,
In the front, yes.
yes.
Yeah.
All of you stay 30 feet near me. Because otherwise
If Whisper stays a bit closer to you, like she did just now, until we actually meet Borr, it's just fine, you know.
I can stay in the front and protect everybody.
I can stop doing the Benjamin and get very close to everyone.
You can just do it like you did it now with Draven. Come on.
Why are you the blinking the very fast?
It's the dust.
well, yeah, I made
I
something
can stay in
and
front of you. Like,
me.
yeah.
Why?
Well, you said to stay like within
Yeah, I mean
short distance.
yeah, but I don't want you to get hurt, I mean. On my account.
Well, I can always turn around and I have the shell.
I feel that something is happening, but I do not grasp it.
I feel like a good strategy would be me to go in front because I know Borr somehow.
So
Fine.
yeah, but not in front.
In
Like next.
the first one.
What about if you
next.
yell from the back?
No, just to say howdy and all that.
Or
How-
for medium range?
How about you're in front but you're 10 feet away from us?
I should do the first
have
one.
an idea. I can strap you.
Don't do
Like
this
a poor baby.
mask to dehumanize me,
I
please.
don't want to dehumanize
I'm
you, but
strong. Look at these muscles. Oh
you're
my
so
god.
cute.
Old hobbies
You're
die
just
hard.
a baby.
A t-shirt, one episode in the making.
I just want to protect you.
Okay, but I can protect you too. You know? I'm
That's
super
nice.
strong.
How about we all sit in a line in the front?
Yeah.
And
Like
Goba
rugby.
sits in the back.
I agree with the plan.
If you want, I can strap you.
And go.
No, thank you.
And go back and stay 10 feet behind us, yeah? 15,
I will sit with you,
20,
says Silo.
30.
I will protect you, Goba. You know, we have this
Very good cover because you're so big and strong.
Yes, of course.
If something happens, go back and protect CP from the back.
behind, yes, and Silo, and me as well.
Yeah, and me.
She leans a bit with a click of the branch, and she's very tall and looks towards me. Yes, and me, myself. I need a lot of protection from Goba. The wide lies, you said.
Why don't we let Goba talk?
He's so
I mean-
cute.
So, are we still going to talk to the guy, or?
It might be shorter than we thought it
Oh, you're
would.
short. Wait, what would you
Not,
say?
not
So, you still let the Genasi in front. Okay.
not way in front, but
Yeah.
10
Okay.
feet.
And you go which way?
So the left is no cavernous way.
So
and the
straight
right-
ahead it would be the cavernous with earth elements into it, and on the right continues this.
I would say in front?
Let's
Let's roll for
It
it.
turns into a cavern?
we can check for the cavern first.
But don't we think that we should go further into the mechanical part of the lab?
No, because I definitely feel pulled towards the other corridor.
Ah, okay.
That's the
Probably.
first, and the second is... I mean,
Okay.
yeah, we could, but we are kind of on a time frame. Am I right? I mean, not a... We have 2 hours to kill the bad guy, but...
Oh, I know what you're saying. I'm about 1/3 of the barrel of fermented goat milk, so
I still have more if you want.
I think we should take our
I
time.
don't think it's good for you to drink now.
I'll give it behind her back.
Guys, you start proceeding onwards, and one thing that I forgot to mention is that, right before entering this chamber of more natural caverns, there is something written in a Terran above, which says halls of fabrication. And as you start taking a few steps in, you do see as because now you're stepping not on metallic floor but on some stony structure that as soon as you take a few steps in, they seem to realign and shape, and like some of the earthworks like realigns and
Like tectonic plates.
sort of.
Wow.
And
Cool, man.
in Terran, you hear that there's this yet again voice that you've heard before, saying that awaiting at my chamber, ready to see what's to come. But we'll see what that takes us next episode, guys. Because it's getting quite late. Man,
I will throw this at your head.
Don't throw things.
I will know.
But it's getting quite late.
I love
but
this episode
it
so
was, yeah.
So much things happening. I'm excited.
Can't wait till next week.
And,
Yes. We'll
waiting
we'll
at
talk
my
with the sword.
yeah.
With
With the
the
air.
Do you have your battle plan ready?
with the
Yeah.
halberd.
So, yeah, guys, thank you so much. The dice seem that have been cast for tonight, but before we go, we have our quick fun fact.
Quick fun fact, and it's my turn. I'm going to be talking about sports, more importantly, gymnastics, actually. So, did you know that the first ever perfect 10 in the Olympic Games went to Romanian gymnast Nadia Comaneci for her performance on the uneven bars in Montreal, Canada in 1976. And because of us Romanians, the Olympics had to reevaluate the whole grading system.
Wow!
So
I didn't know
Okay.
how
that.
cool is
Wow,
that?
it's
Yeah,
super. I
such a
remember
performance.
they gave a 1 because they didn't have 10.
It wasn't on the scoreboard, yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
It's amazing to actually see it.
Thank you, Nadia.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, thank you. Quite interesting, yeah.
Cool.
Well,
Can you get to
yeah.
0?
No.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and until next time, bear hugs, good night, and don't
Don't let the vampires bite! I wanted to suck the blood.
Stop saying that.
I wanted to suck the blood.
Arr!